Hi, it's Samantha from Soul Pathways. Happy Lionsgate portal. Happy Saturday. It's about 8 p.m. on Lionsgate. Looking outside, I have, well, you know I'm a theater, right? I have people watching. This guy in the truck with the boat on top of it. Yes, that's a gang stalker. And I do call judgment on him. I do. And he knows it. I've been talking to him for the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. But, give me 1 second. In the name of Jesus, I anchor that karma and karmic debt to your soul for this lifetime and every other lifetime. This lesson that is being anchored to you is cyclical. It will not be taken from you until you learn the lesson. It cannot be transferred. It's non-transferable. The only thing in any way, shape, or form that can remove it is God. You will learn to listen to God. And not to gang stalk and break break laws and be a criminal. Anyways. Happy Lionsgate. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I know I am. I really am. That's the first for today. And hopefully the last. Nevertheless, if you're new here, welcome in. My name is Samantha Lee, and this is an update to my unconventional love story, my long walk home. If you want to know, and if you're curious to know why you should even be listening to me or following me, go back to my second video. Might give you an overview there why you should, because this is like my 34th video. So, okay, for everybody else, if you're still continuing on, again, we're going to talk all things Lionsgate today, and spiritual journey. Okay, yeah. Again, I'm Samantha. I'm a earth angel, chosen one, anointed chosen one, and a starseed. I was born gifted, born a psychic medium channel, prophet, messenger to God. And I guess that would explain why I don't look like I've been through anything, but the whole purpose of these videos is because it's part of my soul's purpose to share my life story, because I have been through so much, and Dad wanted me to share it with all of you. Don't mind me. Just getting myself situated. So, yeah, I have been through quite a bit of stuff, and I talk about it just a little bit at the front end of every video. I explain a little bit of who I am. Currently homeless, currently jobless. I'm somebody who's been through quite a bit of trauma and conflict, and yet I don't look it. alright. Please, don't mind me. Anyway, that's because I walk with God, and in doing so, He takes care of me. Like any child of God who firmly believes God takes care of His children. And no, I'm not your typical child. I'm spiritual, not religious. And that's been explained in multiple different videos too. Again, I'm on episode 34, I think today is. So, anyways, let's talk Lionsgate portal. Okay? I need these. So, wow, I can see you. Okay. Yeah, I had to write it down. So what is Lionsgate? In you know, the metaphysical and New Age and spiritual community, it's talked about as one of those pivotal times during the year. Sure is, because there's some astrological aspect, it's powerful, and it came up as a moment for intentional change. Sure is. It's a time when we release what no longer fits. It's where we clarify what we want in our lives, and we take grounded action towards it. And so the central message is we empower. It's about empowerment through self-honesty, courage, and purposeful alignment. Okay? Now, like I said, I'm spiritual. This is a spiritual journey. If you're on planet Earth, you're having a spiritual journey. Regardless, if you are on this channel, you're here for a reason. I highly believe that. Nothing is coincidence at all. You were brought here, 800 on the timer. And that's a lucky number today. Eights are all, that's a Lionsgate, that's the Lionsgate number, 8. And it's knocked over, it's infinity on its side, infinite abundance, and, you know, Lionsgate is all about, you know, abundance and prosperity and rebirth and power and balance and infinite possibility. So, yeah, if you're here, I have a message. At least one, if not multiple. And you are led here by God. Trust that. Trust that. Because God made you. God made everything. God's the creator of all. He created everything. There isn't a thing. And here's the other thing. He doesn't care that you don't believe in Him. You don't need to believe in Him for that. I mean, that doesn't mean that it's true or not. Okay, you don't believe in Him. Doesn't mean that He still didn't create you. He still loves you. And He's still guiding you. It just means you lack consciousness and your awareness of your own creative, your own dad, your own father, and you're not consciously creating with Him, which puts you in a really position with your own life. But that's another story completely. So now we're going to switch and talk about Lionsgate portal from a spiritual lens. What does it mean now? Well, according to a conversation held with my dad, I call God Dad because I guess I should have said it in the start, you know, the cost for my walk with God in this lifetime has been everything. No, I mean that. To date, I've lost every person and everything. My whole family, my mom, my dad, my siblings, my extended family, all my jobs, my home. Like I said, I'm homeless. Everything. The only thing I have is one blood relative, a son that was miraculously given to me because I was told very young that I could not have children. And that's, again, another story. 1102, which happens to be my birth date. So what does it mean? Lionsgate. From that conversation I had today with Dad. I call him Dad because he's all I got. He's my dad. He's raised me since birth. It means this is a time of inner renewal. To be courageous, to focus on your purpose, and it is still a time of intentional change. And then I pointed out that it is associated with the sign of Leo, Sirius, and the number 8. So numerology. 8s are about abundance and prosperity. But remember, folks, abundance isn't just money. I happen to have a huge love. It's my favorite abundance in all the whole wide world. Time abundance. Some of us are huge fans of time, leisurely, doing things in our own time, creating our own schedules, managing our own time, our own days. I like time. And my dad knows that. So, the 8, like I said, is abundance and is also, it can be referred to as power. It can be referred to as, well, today can be referred to as a death and a rebirth day. Abundance, balance, bringing yourself, your life into balance, and then the infinite possibility. So the overall message of the day is releasing what has kept you small. If you're watching me, you know that my story is one about my life and all the things that I've had to go through, the challenges, and then I've had to heal them just to be faced like with an onslaught of another. How many here have ever been made to feel small? At least once. Now, today would be a great day to release that. You can even surrender that up to God. I know I did. Every person, place, or thing that ever made me feel lesser than, incapable, unworthy of, invaluable, unloved, unlovable, and small, like I need not exist at all, I give this to you, Dad. Because I know it's not the truth. because I'm the exact opposite of all those things. Then it's also to remember who you really are. Like I said, it's the opposite of all those things. To remember God created you, that you are one of a kind. There's only one of you, not only on planet Earth, but in the entire freaking universe. One you. Don't know who you are or what you can do, but only you can be you and do the things that you do. Maybe you, I don't know, maybe you can write with your toes. I don't know. Maybe you're somebody who has traveled the world 4 times over. Maybe you can speak 5, 10 different languages. Who knows? Are there that many? I'm not sure. Maybe you can play 5 different instruments. Maybe you're somebody who's a celebrity. Here's the thing. Whatever it is that you are, there's only one of you. And whatever God gifted you with is pretty freaking amazing. And today's the day to remember that. But I'd go even further to say, because I do, a little, in a few minutes I will be talking on it. Every day is a day to be thinking about these things. Not just today. I was just meditating, and I like to dote on my dad. I love him. Dad has saved my life. No, and I do mean literally. He has saved my life multiple times. I owe my dad everything I am. And I was telling him it would be nice to be able to come meditate and not cry. But that I'm so grateful. I'm absolutely grateful for my life. And here I sit, and I'm jobless, I'm homeless, but I am utterly grateful. When I count my blessings, he's first, he's the middle, and he's the last. So spend time remembering what's so great about you, because there's lots. Remember, each one of us, God spent a lot of time deeming your character, your soul, and he broke the mold with all of us. I just heard, yep. And I'm getting confirmation chills through my body. So yeah. Next, we're going to move in. You'd move into alignment with love, truth, and soul purpose, because the only way to get to soul purpose, your soul purpose in life, the reason why you're here, what you're to do with yourself, is to work directly with divine, with God, your higher power, whatever that is. I call it God, just for so you guys know. I just refer to it as God, divine, but typically Dad. I call him Dad, but if you're not on this channel normally, you would think I was talking about a biological, a human. I'm not. I'm talking about Creator, the universe, Source, Divine, God. Some call him Allah, Buddha. You might call him something else. Some of you are like, I don't call him nothing because I don't believe. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter. You're in the right place because he believes in you. At the end of the day, you're here for a reason. If you're on the earth, you're here for a reason. You're here to expand your soul. Soul growth. Because earth is a school. And we all know it ain't easy to be here. And in that, many of us are probably in agreement. So, the day can, rather than just using it to manifest, abundance and all these different types of changes, Dad was saying that it could be used as like a time for reflection and to clarify our own value. We can use the time to heal old patterns and to release them, and then to take practical steps. Yeah, practical steps consistent with your life moving forward. And he'll back those for you. Now there are some of us, we call it the Lionsgate portal, or the 8-8 portal. God acknowledges that. And he does, he called it a threshold. A threshold. And then I heard graduation day. And I just heard renewal. But I also saw the death and rebirth, like transformation, metamorphosis. For some, this is the time, and I'm getting confirmation again with chills in my body. It's like graduating and up-leveling. It's a release of old and moving into a new. Okay, so it's letting go of, this can be external, I'm just told to note, or it can be internal. So you could be that graduating from internal work or external work. And some, it's both. You've been doing double duty. Okay, so some of us are graduating and letting go of old patterns of fear, resentment, false identities, or habits that no longer serve your own personal growth. So, congratulations. He said that some of us are listening more deeply and trusting in these newer values. We're working on our gifts and taking responsibility of our lives more seriously, which is giving our life a new meaning moving forward. And he wanted to say congratulations there. He says choosing courage and humility together has helped you and I and others to become stronger without becoming harder in our hearts. And that will resonate, not with the tongue. Frighteningly so, when people go through really hard times, they tend to grow bitter. It's really hard to go through hardships, especially when it's one right after another, right after another, right after another, and for a very long time. You're looking at somebody who's been going through hardships for 50 years, but excessively so for at least 20, and very much so for 10, and poignantly so for 5. And I'm on this list. I made it, and if I can do it and keep my heart soft, you can. And I know there are people out there that are like, you did not. Oh yes, I did, and here's why. You are mistaken my discernment with who I choose to share my soft heart with being hard. It's that simple. Those who know me or knew me, and the comparison of the two, might remember a Samantha who was always a doormat. And would let people say anything to her, and she'd turn around and be forgiving, and then a repeat. And there were never lines drawn or kept or held, but she was kind, wasn't she? Because it suited you, but it didn't suit her. It hurt her, but it was good for you. And now that she's learned the lesson, a very good life lesson that was good for her soul, you're mistaking that discernment. It's called God discernment as hardness and callousness, bitterness, and I'm even called the ice queen, because I choose who I'm going to be kind with and who I'm not. And I stick up for myself. I do not take anybody's bullshit, especially those who choose to openly abuse me or covertly abuse me. I do not enjoy covert abuse, and I feel it days in advance sometimes. I simply will not. I will not. I'm 50. In fact, I'm an ancient soul. I'm not dealing with that bullshit. Nobody, I repeat, nobody should have to suffer the kind of abuse I have had to suffer. Do you understand? Nobody. I won't wish this on a snake, what I've been through. At Lionsgate Portal, I've handed all of that to God. All of it. Because I'm moving. I'm moving on. And I'm leaving all the rest behind. I forgive. But understand, and note this if this is happening to you too. If you've learned the lesson and you're picky about who you're sharing your time with, and then people give you a hard time because of that and start calling you names or whatever, that is because they're angry that you will not spend time with them or give them what they want or give in to them. And that is their problem, not yours. Stand in your power. Call it back. Keep 10 toes down. Eyes to God. You ain't done nothing wrong. nothing wrong in standing up for yourself and choosing who you want to share your time with. The last thing on this list is turning insight into action. Like prayer, reconciling with people, or service, or choosing to discipline yourself, changing around your habits and schedules, things like that. So, the goal here is not to become someone else, okay? No. It's to become more honest, whole, and loving, to become a better version of you, to become the most authentic you, your highest version, authentic version of you that you can, not to become something else or someone else at this Lionsgate portal. So how does God fit in all this? Well, he always fits in because he's with you all the time, every day, and everything. There isn't nothing I do that doesn't involve God. I wake up and my eyes fly open immediately out of my mouth. Thank you, God, for waking me. I kid you not. He's your higher power. He's in everything. It's so easy to take this stuff for granted, but if you're breathing, thank God. If your heart's beating, thank God. If you have a vehicle, thank God. If you have a home, thank God. If you have a happy marriage or a marriage, thank God. Children, and they're healthy, thank God. Children, and they might not be, but they're getting treatment, thank God. You got food, thank God. A job, thank God. If a way is being made for you, thank God. If God's talking to you, thank God. If you got good health, thank God. Because that is the wealth these days, perfect or good health. If you do have money, thank God. Now donate some of it, help others. Thank God. That's a good suggestion. I just got confirmation. That's a good suggestion. If you got joy in your heart, thank God. If you got real love in your life, thank God. If you're not fake, thank God. If you're working on yourself, thank God. Because some of the things I'm saying, we all have it. All of us, to some extent, are working on not being fake. Some of us, we're all working on all of this. Because why? We're human. Even I, the Earth Angel. We take God for granted. Just like breathing. I just heard, what does he do for me? Everything. Everything. He does everything for you. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for him. And I'm not religious. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. Very different. And I'm not, excessively anything. I'm like I'm a balanced individual. I eat chocolate. I eat pizza. I'm eating pizza tonight. Ask God. Ask my dad. I'm just saying. From somebody who's been targeted, who's been through the ringer like you would not believe. I have been made to understand God in ways maybe I didn't before. He is the reason we have anything. When that baby's born and it screams, that's God. When you look up and see your wife coming down that aisle, that feeling in your chest, that's God. When you look up and you see your husband down that aisle, and that feeling in your chest, that's God. When you get that new job, and that feeling in your chest, that's God. When things happen in this world to us, that is our Father. Period. Same with when things don't happen for us. Problem is, as humans, especially ones that aren't talking to God typically, we lack the understanding to understand why. And we're like, see, this is why I don't talk to God. And then we blame Him. I don't believe in any of that hocus pocus or mumbo jumbo, blah, 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 blah. See, this happened, that happened, blah, 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 blah. And he, if you would have just talked with him, he would have told you exactly why. I'll share it right now. If God doesn't give you something, it's typically one of two things: for your protection, or it's not in alignment for your highest purpose, where He's taking you, His plan for your life, which was made prior to you coming in. And you don't have to believe that, but it doesn't mean that that isn't what's going on. That's what's going on. And there are people right now who would vouch for that in a heartbeat that wouldn't have just a year ago. But they would now, just simply because of the stuff they're living through. Guarantee it. See, God is not going to sit here and tell you how to think or believe. Again, this is a journey we're on, and it's one of soul growth. He's going to let you learn. But I'm going to tell you, because that's what I'm here to do. We are not on a journey with our eyes. So we're not on a journey where seeing is believing, though that is an all-famous quote. If you could scrub that out of your damn brain, do it now. Because that is not how shit works. It is not how shit works, and we should really delete that entire quote out of the system. It's ass backwards, and it is not how it works. This is how it works. You believe, and then you receive. So you believe it, and then you'll see it. You must believe first in order to see it. Confirmation. I'm getting chills. Again, You don't have to believe. Do you really think the people who wrote the Bible saw a big apparition of God and then wrote on parchment paper or whatever, papyrus, whatever, the whole story? No. They didn't see jack shit. They didn't see jack shit. Not with these eyes. They sure the fuck didn't. They seen it here. All these gifts, all the religious folks are saying we go to hell for, the ones that God gives us. We're all born with them. Just saying. It's in the Bible. Google it. But I digress. They didn't see some colossal apparition or nothing. No, they received messages. And not from anything human. No apparition. And they weren't deluded or seeing hallucinations or needing to be put on drugs. I mean, come on, folks. They believed what they were getting was real. They put down messages they were receiving, and it became a Bible full of stories that each person experienced. From Adam and Eve, well, the creation, Adam and Eve, Noah's Ark. I mean, come on. I mean, there are tons of them. And each person who wrote the stories, they experienced this. Now, I'm a blueprint. Like I said, I'm not religious, but I'm an anointed child of God. I'm a chosen. I'm an earth angel and I'm a starseed. I'm a prophet. I am a blueprint, which is entirely important to say at 4322. I'm here to help find a whole new... God wanted to find his children from places that weren't religious. So children who, like me, fell in the cracks, into the crevices, into the darkness, those who didn't believe, who were struggling, who were in the darkest of dark places. And that's why he made me so bright. To help lead you back home. Home, maybe to him, yeah, but home to yourselves, not me. I'm not the home. He's the home, and you're the home. I'm just a beacon. I'm a vessel. I'm here to say, I love you. I see you, and you're valued. And you are. God is the source of all things. He created all of us. You are no exception. So he is included because on today, seek him out. I just did. I sat with them and I just walked right up and I talk to God like I'm talking to you. When I pray different. Some people, and sometimes I do, and sometimes I go like this, and sometimes I sing to them. Sometimes it's whatever. But I'll say something to the extent of, Dad, please help me release what is not from you. Lead me into truth, heal what is wounded in me, and give me courage to live the purpose you have placed before me in this lifetime. And let my desires be shaped by your love. And my actions reflect your will. And I tell them I love them and I'll say amen. You see, like I said earlier, for me, the 8-8 portal's not, I was saying to Dad, I don't know why today's so special. Every day is the 8-8 portal to me because I walk with you, Dad. That's what I said to him. Every day is the 8-8 portal because you're the 8-8 portal, Dad. And that's what the message is. It's like, yeah, let's not just focus on the day being a day of manifestation, because you can manifest as if it's the 8-8 portal every day if you're walking with divine. Well, and what do I mean by that? Well, God is the source of all things. He's not just a singular day or a portal of powerful manifestation or an astrological alignment. He is everything. He is all. He is omnipotent. He is the most high. He doesn't need a damn day. He is the day. He rules the day. God is the source, not the date. Number one. You know, he doesn't need this just a singular day to be expressed outward. You know, although today is about an astrological alignment, and he wants us to use it to our benefit. And rightly so. Further, you know, this day is about spiritual growth and transformation. It's about bringing our hopes, fears, wounds, and decisions, as well as desires, honestly to God in prayer and asking, you know, what do I want? And what do you want me Or what do you honestly want for me to do with this? Right? So, I think what that is saying is it's a day of reflection. It's a day of asking questions. It might be a powerful day for growth and transformation, but how do we do that? By reflecting on the relationship with self. And then surrender the matters, to surrender this with intention. So, God's saying to take those goals and desires and surrender them over to Him. And He will faithfully get you there. Now, we spoke on the topic of surrender just the other day. Not yesterday, but the day before, so you might want to go back and watch that video, okay? Because that's what this is about. This is about taking all your goals for this lifetime, the things you want the most, and saying, here, God, more than anything, I know your plans for me are way better than my plans for me are, and I trust that you'll get me there. Probably better than I will, in a far better fashion too. So, if you need to understand surrender more, or want a reminder or refresher, 2 days back, not yesterday, the day before, I think, Wednesday. Lastly, discernment. So it's about discernment, protecting your peace. So at this time, on the 8-8 portal, God's saying whatever comes your way that doesn't feel right, if it feels pressured or makes you feel fearful or convinces you that you're being controlled, take a step back. What is truly from God should draw you to feel more, towards love, towards humility, peace, and truth, and responsible action. And in the end, when you take that step back, you take that to God and you talk to Him about it. And He'll bring you truth and clarity over the matter. Because none of the stuff that comes in at this portal should ever bring you anxiety or spiritual dependence. Now, and that's what today is. It's basically a day about intentional change on your spiritual journey, where you make the changes through reflection and doing the inner work, inner healing, alongside God, with God. Where there's release and renewal, where there's intention setting, aligned action, and forward movement. You can think of the day as a personal reset. And you'd ask questions like, what am I ready to stop carrying? What am I choosing instead of that? And what is one action I can take this week that supports this choice? Those are the 3 questions I would ask myself today at the Lion's Gate. And I am. And I already answered them all. And gave it all over to God. With vigor. Release that. And I'm just going to say now, God, I want to thank you for carrying me on this journey and show me what I need to release, heal, or change. Align my desires with you, wisdom, and love. Give me courage for the next right step, patience for what I cannot control, and trust that I am held by you always in all ways. I love you. Amen. You know, one other thing that could benefit is like a journal prompt. You could do one thing you're grateful for, one burden that you could surrender, and one practical loving action that you could take today. And this would be, the reason for it is it would help you stop chasing energies and things, and it would focus you more on becoming your highest and best version of yourself with regards to your life and your journey. It focuses you more on becoming, and I really think that's fabulous. So with that being said, I'm going guided to some messages. Yes, some messages. I just want to know a general energy. Overall energy. You said this one. Blessings. You said one more. Another shuffle. You want to see shuffle again? Again. One more. Oh. This one keeps. He said no. Romance. This one kept coming forward. He told me to pull it forward. This is going to be for somebody. So, children in celebration. So, the interpretation, something new, or the birth of a child. It could be twins. Or something two somethings. So you could be expecting something, but you might get 2 new starts. So you might get a new job, and then a lump sum of money, or a new love. And then you're celebrating. And this might happen at night. You could be an earth angel. Or, no, I just heard divinely guided. Thank God. You see how her arms are up? Show gratitude. These are the angel deck anyway, so there's lots of angels here. These are all divinely guided messages. For others, lots of blessings. Only take what resonates. Lots and lots and lots of blessings. This is an angel dropping tons of blessings all over. It's like it's Christmas, okay? Lots of blessings. For some, it will be love, okay? I just heard for some of you, love of a lifetime, okay? This could be somebody who you can be your most authentic, true self, most raw, vulnerable self with, and almost right away. No, not almost, like right away. It will be like, don't I know you? Like somebody you could belch in front of and not be embarrassed. I hate it, you know, put it like that, but you know, when you meet somebody and you're like, can just be yourself with that person and you're not embarrassed to do anything or be anything because they feel like you've known them like forever. That's this person. And I was told pick, and I'm looking at this picture. They are like, yeah, this might be a family member that you care for one another. So this doesn't have to be, for some of you, like I'm back here to this with the children. This could actually be your own children coming in. Some of you might have been separated from a child or children or a mother or a father or a sister or a brother, and these are people you are missing. You could be twins and you're coming back into reconciliation, which was mentioned in the reading. At this time, you take care of one another and you're healing a relationship. It's time to celebrate. And maybe you are coming in to celebrate because one of you is pregnant. But that doesn't have to be. This is showing to females. You could be talking sisters. This could be soul sisters or blood family sisters. Doesn't have to be, okay? You might actually see this person in your dreams. I'm getting that. This might have a telepathic connection to it. You might talk to them telepathically. But I am getting that even with opposite or same sex, this is for same sex relationships as well, okay? It doesn't have to be women. This could be for men too, okay? Blessings abound. Bottom of the deck. Support. Support is coming in for you at the 8-8 portal. And that's clearly being shown here. Support. You're healing something. With blessings. Some of you it's romantical. Some of you it's familial. Others of you I heard friendship. Others of you it could be a reason to celebrate. This might, you know, with that blessings card, I'm getting for some of you the reason to celebrate could be financial, could be a job, could be that you are having a baby or getting married. So this is across the board going to be different, but this is definitely the support of the world, support of ancestors, support of angels, support of your higher power. God. Harmony is coming in after that. Yeah. And I have my own cards. Yeah. I split the deck and right off the top, millionaire. Wealth. So I'm hearing wealth. So some of you, it could just be coming into wealth. I heard wealth, money, a financial change, reason to celebrate. Some of you could have millionaire. Some of you might be a millionaire. A movie star floated through earlier, or somebody with that kind of prominence. So, yeah. Travels in your future. So some of you could be traveling. And that's approved. And look at all those 8s at the 8-8 portal. 8, 8, 8, 8. Approved. Something you've done is approved. So that's the reason to celebrate here. You got the job, you got the loan, you got the house, you got the car, you got the chick, you got the dude, you got the wife, you got the husband. You got it. Whatever it is, you got it. It's signed, sealed, and it will be delivered. 8, 8, 8, 8. You got it. And if it ain't delivered yet, it's coming by the next full moon, or within 3 full moons, I'm hearing. 3. So when would that be? August, September, October. So by November's full moon. Okay. This just literally fell onto my lap. Sunbathing on the deck of your yacht. And there's a huge yacht here. Down here. I'm not the best drawer. It's basically an outline. But there it is. Humongous cruiser. And, you know, I don't boat or yacht, but there it is. Somebody does this whole yacht lifestyle thing. Somebody does. Here it is. Somebody's traveling with their dog. Dog? Somebody has a dog. And maybe it's white. It's on a white card. And I'll have to say, I just have to. I have clearly meditated and gotten visions of a white dog a lot. A white dog keeps coming through. Wait. So, I don't know what that's all about, but yeah. Yachts and traveling. Okay. So, what else, Dad? So, there are a lot here. Keep shuffling. Doves. Oh, there's one behind it. So I saw doves / pigeons today, and they mean peace. That's their symbolic meaning. So, peace at this time. It could be something you want or something that's coming, but it was on top of this, which means be your own kind of beautiful. And the rainbow is symbolic. It's promises of God. So, it's doing the work. There's peace within working on yourself at this time. This is connected to this, I was just told. For somebody, there's a need for new thoughts. New thoughts are needed with regards to that. And this could be somebody who, jail could be significant. could be going to jail, is in jail, was in jail, trying to stay out of jail. No judgment. These are words. I judge nobody. Nobody judges anybody here, not on my channel. Being delivered from this situation. Being delivered from this situation. And I'm getting confirmation. Does that have to do with the jail? You might be being delivered from that situation. I got 111 on my timer. That jail card could be a figurative jail rather than literal, I just heard. So, for some, a fated meeting. Fated meeting. 111 again. Wow. Black BMW could be important. BHM initials. Numbers 5, 8, 9. These could be life paths. Or 58 or 59 or 48. Or 45. Or 54. Under judgment, 829 could be important. The number 8, 2, and 9. Those could be life path numbers. And judgment for something to do with the Akashic Library. So there's somebody under judgment for something done through the Akashic Library. Or they just received that? Okay. How many more? No, okay. 5. 5. This is a repeat of blessings incoming. I heard, don't count that one day. Okay. This one? Okay. Psychic powers, and this is solving crimes. This could be for a psychic detective. I know I have that skill set. I was driven to write this card. So you could be a psychic medium. Somebody else has that skill set. And maybe you are solving crimes. I just heard you will be seen. You will be seen for your gifts. Whoever that resonates with. Okay. Okay. So I got practice stillness and enjoys giving back. These feel like they go together and that they're from somebody who might do both. If not, now's the time. You get what you give in this world. Because we heal with service to others. That's why we begin to enjoy giving back. The art of giving back heals us. The other thing that heals us is when we go within and we practice stillness. That is how we actually hear Dad. Okay. Something is about to shift in your favor. That was actually seen in the cards. This one. This season I learned how to use my divine keys now. That's important. The divine keys are the ways through to getting the abundance, through to using your gifts. This just dropped out. Being happy is the greatest form of success. I would have to agree with that. For somebody out there, this one doesn't fall out much. Some dad, God, is confirming this is the one for you. And when this card comes out, he's talking romantic love. This is the one. And then this card was right behind it, and it says, you have or will be meeting someone new. And then, this is the one. You have or will be meeting, you have just met somebody new, or you will be meeting someone new. This is the one for you. There's the message for somebody. And now I'm drawn to this. Yeah, God is opening a door for you, so that's the end of this. So, this is a door God is opening in love for you. And 777. You might see those numbers prior to it happening, and it might be a sunny, clear day when this happens. Excellent. A lesson learned. It's over. Someone is giving up and walking away because they've lost everything. 9999. A lesson. This was a lesson for them. A karmic is involved. loved ones are safe. Okay. One more. And this is it. Making good then. He says they're all good. And he sure did. Somebody's going to receive an 11th hour miracle. It could be certified mail. Time, this is a clock. The 11th hour is just barely showing an 11th hour miracle. And it could help provide them to live a soft life. An 11th hour miracle that will provide them in living a soft life. And then behind it there were 2 cards poked out. I was told to grab them. Okay. It says confirmation. Okay to work this out. This will work. I will fight for you, no problem. 2 pink. 2 blue. Well, it's teal and blue. But somebody might like blue and somebody might like pink. At 1:22 on my timer. And then I was told, grab that last card on the back of the deck. And I did. And it says, everything I have is by the grace of God. Show is. I love you, Dad. And with that, I am definitely going to say, your luck is about to change. Happy and blessed 8/8 portal to you. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Know you're loved. Talk to you later. Bye.